Howdy there, Jawa.gg. This is Josh from Rito Trading Co. And I'm here making this video because I just sold my first graphics card. That's right. I just sold my first product on Jawa.gg. It feels great. I'm here making this video. I'll be showcasing the quality and the functionality of the card that I'm selling, which is an Nvidia ASUS TUF. Let's see, hold on. It's a long name. Nvidia ASUS TUF 24 gigabyte. No. Nvidia ASUS TUF 3090 Ti 24 gigabyte overclocked edition graphics card. That is a mouthful. But I'll be selling that today, and actually I'll be shipping it out tomorrow. Maybe around 1 o'clock, 1 p.m. perhaps. And yeah, so we're going to be doing some tests here and showing the validity of the card. Let's get right to it. Okay, so the first test that I'm going to be doing today is the 3D Mark test, which I took the liberty of downloading. I downloaded the demo version. I'm not sure if there's a difference between the paid version and the demo version. Surely they accomplish the same thing. Maybe it's like a trial version. But either way, I wanted to start out with 3D Mark because it's very popular. It's very widely recommended. So we're going to start with this first, and then I'll probably showcase the graphics card playing a couple of video games. So right now it's booting up. It's loading up the benchmark. Let's see. I've actually never used this before, so I'm going to have to figure out what I should do. Should I do a stress test? Should I do a benchmark? This seems to be the recommended right here. You can also see the card right here. What megahertz it's set to. You can see my processor, my storage. Maybe I'll just run the Steel Nomad. Let's go ahead and run this benchmark and let's see how the card performs. There we go. We're loading in. Also, keep in mind the performance will be deducted a little bit, or it'll be like deduced. Because I am recording currently in OBS Studio. So the performance might not be exactly on par or like up to spec, however you should say. Because my settings on OBS are actually quite drastic. They're very high settings. So that might reduce the performance of 3D Mark considerably. But as you can see, the benchmark is running quite well. I don't see any stuttering, any graphical errors or glitches. Everything seems to be running normally. I guess as you would expect from a program like this, or a benchmarking tool. Also, I'm not sure if this is supposed to have sound. Again, this is my first time using this, so I'm not sure. I have no idea if this is supposed to have sound or not. I think that's it. I think it's done. Okay, there we go. There's our tests. Here's our score. Again, OBS could possibly deduct a lot of performance from this test, so this is just this is kind of like an approximation, I would say. But here's all the information here. Here's everything you need to know. And yeah, next I will probably just try one more game. I don't want to make this video too long, so I'm just going to try one game, and it's going to be a game that I really love. It's going to be one of my favorites. Alright, here we are in Overwatch 2. I'll be testing the card in this game, because I really love to play this game, and we're going to just be trying it in the practice range. We're going to be testing the temperatures and the frame rate that we get. So I'm just going to select a random character. We'll choose Hanzo for this test. You can see that we're getting a solid 240 frames. We're running at about 66 Celsius, which is normal because my room temperature is a little bit high, I would say. I'm not currently running any AC or fans or anything like that. But as you can see, the card is performing pretty well, and we're not really dipping in frames. Everything seems to be stable. As you can see, there's no graphical glitches or errors, anything to speak of.
Forged in the dragon's
Double kill. Triple kill.
Trying to get some headshots here.
before me.
Here's the settings here that we have. You can see the name of the card, and you can also see Nvidia Reflex, which is not available on AMD GPUs, which it's exclusive to Nvidia GPUs. So it's the real deal when you have Nvidia Reflex. So here are my settings. I don't know if that matters. Just to give more context and validity. And yeah, here's the card in action. I'd say the temperature is pretty reasonable considering my room temperature without an AC or a fan. It's yeah, it's performing perfect. We're not seeing any dips in performance, any dips in frames. In fact, I can probably go to options here and just set the maximum frame rate to 600. And we're getting over 500 FPS. And on Linux, I could probably get even more than this. So it's running. It's running great. It's performing how you would expect it to. Okay, and with that, this concludes my 2 tests here. I don't want to make this video any longer than it has to be. I will now be recording some footage of the actual product and showing its condition and quality. Alrighty, howdy there. Alrighty, this is the Nvidia ASUS TUF 3090 Ti 24GB overclocked edition. That is an absolute mouthful. Here it is in all its glory. It's 2 years old. It's cleaned like approximately once every 2 months. As you can see, I do keep my computer quite clean. This is actually my personal computer, by the way. And here it is in all of its glory. There is the ASUS TUF logo, which you can't really see. The glass seems to be the glass is quite reflective. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to go ahead and power on the computer to ensure that it is able to turn on and boot. Now you should be able to see the ASUS TUF logo there. Much better, much more clearly. And we're going to see if it boots into Windows. I have Windows 11 Pro installed on this computer. So there it is. It's powered on. And we should get a boot very soon. Okay, there it is. Okie dokie. That wraps everything up. Now I'm just going to show a little bit of video of the card outside of the system and show a little bit of the process of me packaging it.